And here it is. That's how it looks. That's my resistor. And that right there is for that light right here, the turn signal light. I'm going to show you. Got to take that off and I'll show you how it's mounted. That's how that looks. And here it is. It's a resistor, 25 watts. It's the one I have. At the time I bought it, that's what they had, 25 watt resistor. And this is good. You can get yourself 50 or 100 watts. Still going to do the same job, no problem. This is 25 watt resistor. And I have it. Right here is the cover. You know, I took the screws out. It's a T20 screw. So take it out. And there it is right here. And I got it wired. The black wire here is connected to the black wire going into the light. And the red wire is connected to this white and green wire. There you go. If you can see it better. Yeah, there you go. That green and white wire. The black wire is not connected. Is connected to black, and then there's a brown wire here. There's another wire. It's brown. It's not connected to nothing. So that's how I have it. And the turn signal light is right in here. You have to turn left and take it out, which is not really that easy. But yeah, I'm here. I'm turning it lefty, loosey, righty type. So I'm turning it left. And there. I'm taking it out so you can see it. And this is for the turn signal. And it's a switchback, which means it'll go regular LED light, and then when you turn this turn signal on, it'll turn into amber. As you can see, it's not easy taking this out now. Now, even though it's loose, the way it's designed is crazy, but yeah, I already have it. And there it is. And there it is. It's a switchback. As you can see, it has all the LEDs up in front. And these are excellent. I had them on and I've been using it for years and years and years. Never gave me no trouble. And with the resistor, it eliminates that hyper flash. So it turns, it'll click the normal way. As you can see how I have it wired up here. You see? It's 1, 2, 3 wires here. That middle wire is not connected to nothing. It's this wire here that's connected to the red, and the black here, black wire is connected to the black part of the resistor. So that's for the turn signals. We'll put that back, and then right here on this one, that's the amber light. That's the light that stays on the whole time when you turn on the lights. Right here. That's this one right here. And with that one, just turn it. Get a good grip on it. And just turn it. There, got it. Pull it out. And there it is. Amber. This is amber. Don't get white, just get the amber, because if you get the white light bulb, it's gonna show more white and it's not gonna look right. So that's the amber LED for the parking light right here. Now this light right here, okay, here we go. It's almost like a headlight when I switched it. Turn this left, pull it right out, and there it is. It's this one. Look at all the LEDs right in there. If you can see it. Now this is all white, so this is the regular LED light, as you can see. And when it turns on, it really lights up that side of the vehicle. So that's how that looks. So that's all the LEDs for this right here. Now this one here, it was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. T20 is an X5 screw. It's T20 drill bit that I took. Now it's coming right out. And here are my LEDs, high beam and low beams. As you can see, I have to take those screws out, take it out. Same thing with this one. I think I had to do, take these 2 screws out. Okay, now that I unscrewed it, let me show you how it would look like if you were taking out the old halogen lights out. Take these 2 screws out. This one came off. And this right here comes right out. And then you just pull this right out. Comes right out real easily. And there it is. There it is right there. Now I will show you later on how it looks. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. See, this is twisted off. This looks. There. Came right out. This is just the cover for it. And here it is. Now, the only alteration I had to do was I had to cut this piece down a little. And let me come right back and show you the 2 I used. All right, here we go. We're back. And right here, as you can see, how can I take that off? This piece right here was longer. So I had to cut it out because this was too wide for it. And this what tightens that. When you put this on, that's what tightens this up to keep the headlight in there secure. So the 2 that I used to cut this down was this 2 right here. As you can see, that's what I used because it bites and it, cut it properly. Don't use a scissor. If you use a scissor, it's not going to be the same. You have to use this tool right here. And it worked. See how I bit it down? I cut it this way, and I went this way to cut that section off. To cut the section, I did it all the way around. As you can see, I did it with this one. So that way, I don't have to worry about breaking this off. And I still use this piece. You need this piece here to hold the light in there. Now, taking this light out, how did I do it? Okay, this twist. I twist it, and it comes right out. There it is. So here's the actual LED light. This is for the low beams. And here it is. This is what I'm talking about here. That you need to... This right here originally was a lot longer. So when you take out the old halogen lights, this is going to be more extended out. So as you can see how much I had to cut off. So that way, this can sit properly in here. You're going to be cutting a while. Try to cut as much as you can. If it still doesn't fit, if it still doesn't go all the way in, you have to keep cutting it. But yeah, that's how I did it. All right, here it is, that piece again. Originally it was a lot longer, and I cut it down. And here's the ruler. And there it is. How much did I cut down? A 1/2 inch, up to a 1/2 inch. There it is right there, see? Cut it down 1/2 inch. And that's what helped me to get that LED on. And that's how it looks after you cut it. As you can see. Okay, it is this way. You turn it. There it is, okay. As you can see. It goes in like that. And you turn it. And as you see how this is lined up with this right here. That's how that looks. It's locked in, turn the other way, comes right out, put it. Now, go back to this now. This goes right here, and it goes in. It sits just like that. And this goes in and turn. There you go. Now it's locked in there. There you go. And that's how that looks, as you can see. Then take this piece. Okay, let's see what I'm doing wrong here. I think this goes in first. This goes in second. That was the problem. And that goes in second. And the last piece is this one, which goes in there, and you turn it, and there it is. Now you have all three of them in there. And you see, this prevents it from coming out. Okay, now we're going to put this headlight back on. Going in this way, horizontally, and there, as you can see, there it is. It's back in there. This has got to be facing down. That's got to face that. Now that'll let you know that it's angled at the right way. This got to be facing down, and you put screws in. Right here. One screw right here, and the other screw, and you screw it in. Okay, now you got the screws in there. I'm gonna tighten it up. Tighten this one up also. And there it is. There. That's it. Not too tight, because remember it's plastic. You're working with plastic here. And there it is. Tight. So now she's in there. In there good. And it's going to be vertical. It's going to be up and down. That's how you know it's aimed the right way. And that's it for the low beam. Now let's work on this high beam here. Same thing I did with the high beam. Let me get you up here. See how that looks right there? So this comes out. Okay, now that I unscrewed it, they're both screws unscrewed. Pull this out, and here it is. There it is. That's this one right here. This is a JDM, and this is the one I use for the high beams. As you can see, it's all 6 of them, 6 LED lights in there. One more thing I forgot to mention. If you have this on and you feel like it's a little loose, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna be able to, I'm not arguing, but yeah, if you feel a little loose, just leave it, it'll still work. It won't damage nothing. Once you have that in there, like this one right here is tight, so, but you can see, you can still move it. That's normal. That's normal too, but make sure you have this piece aiming down so that you know you gotta have it lined up correctly. But that's it. So once you have them on, they're fine. Don't worry about it, it's loose enough. That I'm not gonna argue with that. It's still working, and I had these headlights for many years. And, oh, I forgot to tell you, but I'll show you. But yeah, they're perfect, done. So now you put the cover on, put the screws back on, and let's continue from there. Okay, this is what I discovered right now. As you can see how it is. So I turn left, and it comes right out. So now, like I said, it doesn't look right because I had him on. When I put on the high beams, it does, give me, but I had him on like this. So now I'm gonna see how to keep them like this. So that's the right way to have them on when you're dealing with these LEDs. So that can stay there, as you can see. And I just put this in. So I put it in this way, put this vertically, stick it in the slot, and turn, and there it is. Now it's in there. Now that's vertical. There it is. Now it's aimed the right way. and it's tight, snug. It's not gonna get loose. You feel some movement, but it's not gonna come off. That stays right there. That'll keep it in place. Done. So that's how that looks. All right. I'm gonna go for a ride and see how this one works now, because now it's aimed the right way. I had it wrong the other way. All right. It's a good thing I've done this video, so that would give me new input on how to put these LED lights on. And that one is correctly, as you can see. That turns on, it spins. Perfect, same as here. This one has a fan. All right, let's continue. Okay, putting the cover on. I just pushed this out the way. I had this over here, so that would give you more room to work here on this side. So let's see how that falls. And just stick it in there like that. Just let it in there, just let it, there you go. It sits nicely. That's there at the bottom. And then you put the cover on. There it is. There. Push in, make sure, and then you put screws in and go from there. Okay, now that I got the cover on, got all 5 screws in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're snug tight, not real tight, because remember, you're dealing with plastic. So I got that on, that's done on. This is the headlight. Put all these babies right back in there. Put you down right here. And let's do that. Start off with the cornering light. Go in from an angle. Okay. Okay, perfect. That way. Now it went in. Now just turn right. Push it and turn. There it is. It's in there. The cornering light. Put it in. And turn right. There it is. Now that's in there good. That's in there good. The turn signal light with the resistor. And here it is. So that way I give you a closer look. So that way if you want to know what kind it says pilot. And it's 25 watts. 6RJ, whatever that is. And that's the resistor. All right. Put the, now this one's gonna be a little difficult. You have to play with this one for a while to put it in there, but it'll go in there. All right. Okay, this is the long piece right here. And there it is in there, as you can see. There it is. And okay, the long piece goes in this way. It's in there. Like I said, it's not easy, but you get it in there after a while. You gotta keep playing with it. There. There. Okay. There. See, you went in. There. Okay. Now you're just gonna have to turn it. There. Turned it now. There it is. It's in there. As you can see. So you gotta see this. So that way you know it's on correctly. There it is. See? Now to loosen it up, like I said, you have to turn this left. And then it's turning there, pop right out. So that round piece is supposed to be facing the bottom when you put it in. And the flat piece on top, as you can see how that looks. So yeah, and then when you put it in, make sure it's in there good. It's in the slot. And you turn this there. Now I got it again. It's in there. And you push it. Man, it's in there. There you go. Done. So it's in there tight. And that's how that looks. If you can see, I got all this on the way. See, that's how it looks when it's in there tight. Then you take this piece right here, take all these wires here, tuck them in, make sure that's in it. So you put the cover on, and you take this resistor, and you just lay it right on top of us like that. And you, just like that. You put the cover on. That's it. Push that in. And that's how that's going to look once you put the cover on. As you see, it kinked it a little bit, but that's not going to be dramatic because you got the rubber surrounding it, and you're going to have no problem with water going in. Now, if you never had no cover on, yeah, you're going to have water going in. It's going to look crazy. It's going to do serious damage. So these covers are very important. Once again, as you can see, make sure that it's all cleaned. All cleaned up. Put this back up here like that. Like that. Have it sit just like that. Now put the cover in. There you go. Bring you, tilt you up a little, and there you can see it. There it is. As you can see it. It just sits right up there. Get the cover. Now put the screws in there and show you how it looks. And that's it. There it is, back on, nicely tight, snug fit, and the resistor right here on top, just sitting right there. Now put these headlights on, and you see how it look. These are the bulbs that I got, LEDs from Amazon, low beam and high beam for my 2008 Lincoln Town Car. The sad part about it is that they don't have them no more. They don't sell them. So try to get some similar. This is the low beam that I got. And this is it right here. I'll go focus. And there it is. Set up to 8,000 lumens. And the original are in here. And that's how the original looks. So in reality, they go for 30,000 hours. As a matter of fact, here's the second box. I had to buy another pair. That's how long I had these bulbs, that they blew out finally. One of them blew out. So, and I'm driving, so I'm driving long hours. And they do burn out after a while, but they did last me a good while. These are the old ones. And you see, that's how they look. So it's the same, but they blew out. They surpassed the 30,000 hours of me driving. Now these are for the low beams. This one's for the high beams. This is the one I got. Let me get you focused. There it is. 8,000 lumens. They're both 8,000 lumens. So anything 8,000 or more, you're gonna get a decent amount of light. And these are for the high beams. And as a matter of fact, they're a little different. See, here's how they look for the high beam light bulbs. Now, what I have in here from the low beams, when I was putting on the low beams, let me show you. Here you go, the pieces, the extent from the that holds the piece for the light bulb. I had to cut them off. You see, cut them off. So this is the only thing you have to do for the low beams. Cut that circle thing up so you can put them in. So this was the pieces of it. So yeah, that's for the low beams. So here are the two light bulbs. They don't have them no more, if you could find, but if you find them similar. Now the high beams are 9005 for the high beams, and for the low beams, as you can see, it even says it right here, 9005 for the high beams. And the low beams, it's 87 right there, 87. And these are all the other light bulbs that come, the size that comes in it. So yeah, there it is. And also 905, 9,000. Yeah, 9,005. So if you can find them, if they still, you know, if not, then try to get some similar, but at least it has to be 8,000 or more lumens for it to give you the light that you want. So that's what I got these two from.